Is this thing on? Are we officially live on YouTube? I hope we are. Come on in the algorithm, YouTube. We are here to do Richard Griffiths, who is One Direction management, modest management. It doesn't say we're live yet. So in the meantime, while we do wait, it should have activated. Thank you for being a part of the tribe. Witchy Poo has some merch and some stuff she would like to advertise. This wall art is Hocus Pocus theme design, and these can be placed on your wall, um, or just anywhere. Actually, guys, I don't know how much. Goodness gracious, I have them listed for. But the first person that comments and says they love what they see, this is yours. This will be free. So please, please, please check over Witchy Poo merch on Watts Family Business. Click the Witchy Poo tab. I didn't realize it was not like fixed, so I'm working on that. I do have a video upload. I'm gonna upload another one tonight. But please, please, please check out Witchy Poo's merch. I do have stuff, and it is fun. All right, guys. I thank y'all for being a part of the tribe. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Now, we are getting into this Mr. Richard Griffiths at this time. He is the modest management for, and he had a bunch of other people, but the only one that group that really mattered is One Direction. And I'm sorry I'm late. I do apologize, but it's summer. I was with my daughter. Went to the library, walked along the beach, the shore, did a little workout, had some lunch, notaries, and now we're home. So I do apologize. Time got slipped away from me. It wasn't to ignore you guys. I'm here now, baby. All right, this has popped out, and I don't know why. We got 4 cards: fire, air, and water. There's a lot of control here that's coming up with the energy of something that may have been avoiding a risk, or they did some bad planning with someone. The feelings are really the feelings are negative, but they're happy in the same sense. So it's kind of funny in this setting of how you can be happy and negative. And then the final one, there's frustration and recklessness, okay? I don't know anything about this man, but the problem is his birthday is listed on the internet as October 1954. Nothing else. No date, nothing. I do have Roger. We're going to do that. I'll pull 3 cards. Maybe I'll just do that right next. I do have the thumbnail ready. I'll go with it, okay? So I may change the scene. Give me a moment, and I'll log and do Roger today. But the problem with Mr. Richard Griffiths is there is no date, just October 1954. So he could be a Scorpio or a Libra in this case. So I need all the poos that are on the case to crack it. If you have the exact date, we will do another one on him. If not, we're going to go with October 1954 and see which sign comes up the most. Here we go, getting into the door. Richard Griffiths. Who is this man? What is he about? And why can't we find the birth date of his birth? Plus more spirits. Sign symbols, downloads, and messages do we have on this man, who is the modest management, including of One Direction. All right, the first card we have is the Two of Cups. The feelings are mutual when it comes to distrust. A lot of people don't trust each other when it comes to this group. But there's tension. And when you are the one that has the most money, the most loot, you're going to do what you want to do as far as style, what blocks, what does not, and who cannot be painted as some sort of villain who really may be behind this frustration. What's next? And you got the 7 of Cups. This is interesting because 7 is the magic number, but it's also to see there's a fantasy here of a wishful thinking. Why? Future. And you got the Ace of Wands, more fire energy here. There is some sort of delay and lacking of energy for some reason. Creativity. And you got strength, Leo energy. You got the Eight of Cups. More feelings, and the fact that in the present, he may be searching for something. Final card is the IV, the Four of Wands in reverse. So this is definitely some negative in acceptance. I feel like really and truly, this is a man pulling strings. Like, we never see the rich folks. We never see them walking around doing anything. And if we know about them, we don't know who they are. What's up with this Two of Cups? What are we talking about when it comes to distrust, separation? There's that card that popped out once before. I don't even have the bell. I am tripping. Oh, I'm going to leave it. No bell. Maybe it's for good reason. All right, so this card popped up once before. We are definitely starting here. You got the High Priestess and the Devil. But this Eight of Swords is really letting me see that there is something that is forever when it comes to control. In the past, this man really may have survived something that feels almost killed him, took him out. It may have been just his mind, the business, or something dark that he never really talks about. And because this Cancer Aries energy really comes in as a higher power, it feels like this man is the one behind this whole smarts of putting this group or backing them up and putting, like, funding them to be together. Okay, so if he has the money, he has the way for them to get to what they want. I see there is some sort of addiction here, and I'm not sure from what or who. Could you tell us more about this October 1954 dude? You got power, you got the soul. So I'm confused why this book is here. There is some sort of ignorance when we have to do with him. So power is all over this thing. As far as him being completely innocent, it's not unforeseen that he is in some way. But it seems like he uses his power to get what he wants and is behind some sort of control farm. What does this mean with the Seven of Cups here in the present? Now, that's some sort of innocence, okay? Whether it's what he's doing now, it's not the same. Whether it's he had nothing to do with these boys' achievement or not receiving certain things. But however this goes, the King of Wands, the Hierophant, and Queen of Pentacles. I want to start here with this inability, because the inability really is in Taurus. He may have tried some new method to get these boys to not split up or do something different, but nobody was trying to hear what he was trying to say. A lot of struggles, a lot of things that are just coming up as ignorance. So he may have been like the yes or no man. You got to come perform. You got to do something to kind of appease or say if this is going to work or not. You know, that's how most music execs are, right? So with this tyrant energy, he could have been very vicious. I don't know if he's still alive or not, but there's something that comes through as this weak leader. So I don't know which reading that it was. It may have been that Cheryl, whatever her name is. There's a weak leader. He may have been the one to come to her. But either way, this is somebody who's extremely self-absorbed and very, very selfish and a workaholic. Work. You can't think, and you're intolerant. So this guy is very, very nasty. This may be where Simon Cowell gets that energy. But not to judge character, that could run people away, including those boys. The only one he's in contact with is Niall or Now, whatever his name is. I'm sorry, Neil. Okay, and I don't mean to mispronounce it. Scooby catches me every time. But for him to only deal with one, that's a sign. So with this community coming in, it feels like he's all over some sort of industry. He's some sort of safety net. He's the live all, tell all, exile. He's the one that can get you in or take you down. So it seems like he's definitely done some of that in the present as far as who can get gigs, money, things that keep coming in, and who doesn't. Now, why is this Ace of Wands in the future? He has created some sort of delay for a few because of him being hesitant for a creative view. I don't know what that means. I need my bell. I don't know what that means. The Magician, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Tower. I want to start here. This man may have caused a lot of family disputes between these boys. And I say that because money is involved, contracts, things they did not know about that could be beneficial for the long haul. I think that he has a lot of knowledge, you know, of how to get it and do more. But I don't think that he was really inspired by these boys to teach them logic here. He just liked the power. He liked having some sort of control. And I'm not saying that him and Simon Cowell are not the same person. No way at all. But it's coming through as he resists a lot of things that were brought forward. He resists change. He resists things that the boys may have been unhappy with in some way. So if you don't want to hear what people have to say, then you create some sort of inevitable. And this becomes into, oh, hey, hi, Vanessa. Hello. Hi, Queen. Oh, my goodness. I know that ain't Claire. Neil is one of the ones who's still involved with some. Okay, thank you. Bring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Thank you, Scoop. So here we are. So he's in control of somebody. I'm glad I looked up. I wasn't ignoring y'all. He's in control of who can get what they want. But he's delayed a lot of things, and he's still doing it here in the future. Why? Who is this? Who is this kid? That's who they wanted to break free. I'm getting my bell. Y'all gotta wait. This deserves to be called upon today. Yep. I got the solar plexus. Let's clear this up. Thank y'all for waiting. Now, here's the problem. We never knew that Simon had somebody behind him. At least I didn't. Because now it makes sense on what this whole thing everybody was looking at. They wanted free from was this management. And to be modest about it, that doesn't come through at all in their energy. And this is what was oppressing them. Is the actual company. But see, there's a system. There's something that works. There's something that flows. But it didn't do this for two eyes above. What is it next with this with the strength in reverse? There's some sort of weakness. He is a coward of a sense because he takes vulnerability and uses it against them. Now, I'm no judge or jury. I'm giving you the vibe and the tarot spirit. We got the Queen of Swords. I'm sorry, I'm leaning on one arm. I lay on my belly. We got the Page and then the Eight of Wands. So, when I tell you they feared this man, it was more than Simon Cowell. Okay, so now this really kicks in on what the freedom was really all about. Sure, Simon did what he wanted as far as being a tyrant, but this guy really kicks the bucket. He does something here that really is all of a sudden, whether it's, guys, do this over, faster. It's like the speed and the momentum always changes in his present. So if that always happens, you got to know that this person uses something as a weakness, whether it's them being frustrated, learning dance moves, getting approval, or more gigs. He is the one that has to be, I feel like, the judge, jury, and all of that in this, because he's very, very sarcastic. If you guys know me, hello, I love it. And it's not to be, I watched Daria as a kid, right? That's just what it was. You don't be like everybody else. And sometimes your sarcasm is taken in a wrong sense. But this guy, he's very, very hazardous. He's very, very self-centered. And he has so much money that he never really cared what these boys were mentioning or having trouble with. It's like he didn't want them to speak up about stuff. Don't have meetings. Just get your emotions out of it. And that's not right being a teenager. These young boys were growing up into adolescence. So you can't be overly too harsh in emotion. You can't be cold-hearted. You got to walk these kids through the steps because they were growing young boys. But he didn't play that. He's not a part of that. That was somebody else's job. Could have been Simon Cowell's. He was not the one to be fuck around and find out. Definitely. He loved to drink. There's the ꫻ᴝꫝ. Very self... Listen. I'm going to tell you what the cards mean, Poos, and you guys do your own thinking. And I'm going to show you. This is illusion, old wounds, and childhood. Could be a multitude of things. He was bullied as a kid. He has an obsession with kids. He may do something inappropriate, or he can't get back something from being an actual kid. Then we've got the goddamn peak. We'll do the ꫻ᴝꫝ. We got the ꫻ᴝꫝ, right? Health, toxicity, and intending. And when I tell you that this young man, there's the cup, there's the ghost, sometimes his mind just wasn't in it. But because he has the power of that beautiful buck, he has the power of that beautiful thing we call money, we call luck. He is the one that sits up like he's this big, beautiful, handsome peacock, and he's not. Oh, gosh, I thought I was on a roll. Give me a second. Find the last one and show you that as well. Splendor, divine, and craving. So I'm not going to sit here and say he was into these boys. This is where all this gay stuff came in. Because this is the only reading that I've done that feels a little slightly indifferent. Now, we're going to move on from here. And those are the cards that have landed. We do have the Think for Yourself, Page of Swords. I told you what they meant. Why do we have this now? This is about him being, you know, an ass. Not very kind, not very nice, just a rude person in general. That's still in the present. And then we've got the 7. Oh, 1 second, guys. Hey. I'm live. When are you coming? Okay. I got plenty of time. I got to take him to work and I'll call you back. Let you. Alright, guys. Sorry. Say, my husband would be watching my lives all the time. Sometimes. Alright, so we've got the Page of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. The 9 of Pentacles. And the, oh shit. 7. So pentacles are all over this thing. So we're talking about money and who he is in general as a person. Very, very wealthy, very, very greedy. And what he has is complete and honest luxury. So if you have money, you're not going to be down to earth with the little people, right? You're going to think that you were hired to do this job and you better be grateful that you've got it. When really, you know, he's messing up some sort of mentality with these young men because this company is the ones, like the agency is the one that agreed to take these guys on, okay? So, because he does things that feel foolish, and he very well may be very lazy because he has a lot of money and other people to delegate and do stuff. This feels like he never saw long-term with these boys, only one. And this may be this one he's still dealing with because of attraction. Because they can manipulate, because there's something in the light of the mind that he can take control and hurt till this day. And then you got identity. He is not who we think he is in any way. And it's not to be, you know, judgmental or anything like that. Wait, is this the right card? 1, 2, 3, yes. It's not to be judgmental or anything like that. It's just the fact that he is not who he may portray to be. And it's funny because when they do that birthday thing, they take out those actual dates. That's how much control and power that he has in this industry. He can do that easily. I feel like I don't know where these are coming from, but we've got time. So we're going to do them together. The 8 of Cups. Why do we have this here? He has a fear of something he's been avoiding. And it could be the truth about this man that is no longer here with us, or him pressing these other people. All right, and then why this 4 of Wands? We're doing these together. King, Queen, Ace. So because this guy has this sort of reckless energy, is where he doesn't care what people are saying. His feelings are not down to earth. He avoids a lot of things. You got the 10, you got the Hermit, you got the 6 of Cups, and the World. So this success in this whole group really is ending because he wasn't getting what he wanted. He may have tried to push up on people. Capricorn, Aquarius is here now with Scorpio. But he may have tried to like push up on one of these boys or do something here that, because there's a checkerboard. He tried to do something that somebody wasn't down with except one, because there's only one door open here forward. All right. So because he tried this, he's the one that seems to be inappropriate. We're so worried about if these boys were having flings between each other, but we're not talking about these old men who are fucking perverts, excuse my French. We're not talking about these people who are old men that have fetishes. We're watching it in the news every second. But he has a lot of things he's living in the past with still. And I feel like this is all, coming from him never really being told he's right or wrong here. He doesn't like rejection at all. And that really, sets the tone for his move going forward. He don't want to be made small. Who are y'all to think that he ain't got money and he's the King Kong? So to know that, you got to be brave on how you attack. You got to be brave going forward after you pushed up on one of them boys and they made you feel like a jackass. You still got to show your face to these meetings. But when it really comes to show complete empty, these are the feelings. He's completely empty because he really has no soul. And I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know this man, nor do I care at all. Okay? But you got somebody who's seriously stuck up in their mindset as in, they're negative and they're aware of it. His family has accepted it. People are around and are going to do what he says because he's the one with the money. The Ace of Swords, the King, and the Queen. Of course, I'm going to start here. He has so much confusion around him because he does not know how to communicate. He only knows numbers, money, and business things. And when you cannot be down to earth in any way, that tends you to leave from the feelings of the normal people. You're sensitive. You're self-centered. You really are withdrawn from the energy of fixing things that are negative. Everyone around him has come to terms of his controlling, ruthless energy. He's been dishonest about something here in the future, and it may come out pretty heavy. In the end, I see there's something grotesque that he's into that may be why these boys flew, particularly one, which was Zane, and wasn't putting up with it in any form in any way. I'm going to flip one more. Confirm everything on the board. There's the Star. Aquarius energy. Complete negativity. He gets bored very easily. And if you tell him no, rejection is the ultimate no-no, baby. I thank you guys for being a part of the tribe. Thank you. Hi, Empress Too Short. There's a video, Scooby, there's a video footage on YouTube that I've seen. That's all. Whoa. Hey. You guys drop the next, I don't want to say victim, but the next connection in this One Direction series, and I'll do them. I'll see you guys shortly. I'm going to head over and do the thumbnail for Roger, and we're going to flip 3 on the actual birthday.